Hello, in this video we're going to talk about how to do a free criminal background check in Missouri. To get started, visit MissouriPublicRecords.org. I'll have a link in the description. You can click on that or just type this into your browser. On the home page you'll see quite a few public record databases available in the state, but in this video we're going to focus on criminal and arrest related information, particularly free resources you have available to you. So if you hover over other records, we're just going to jump right into it and select inmate search. So a criminal record begins with an arrest. So a local police department or a county sheriff's department arrests somebody, and they get taken to jail. They go through the booking process. They get their mugshot taken, fingerprints taken. They get identified officially, and they also get charged with a crime that they got arrested for. Now, it doesn't mean they're guilty yet of it. They still have to go see a judge, but what happens next is they'll either post bail. Sometimes they'll be released, and then at times they will have to wait in jail until they see a judge. But in every single situation, every single criminal act, whether guilty or not guilty, is going to have to go through the court system. And so court documents are considered public information, so that's where you're able to access a lot of this information. Now, if you would like to take a look at arrest information, that initial arrest, you do have counties that provide this information. Typically, the local sheriff's department will manage these databases, or sometimes the county will do it. So I could even try to do maybe a quick search here just to show you what it would look like. You have some basic information, nothing much here, a mugshot, some identifying information. You have every county is going to be slightly different. Okay, I'm not even going to go through this process, but you get the idea. There, you could research these arrest information. Maybe look at a mugshot, look at the initial charges. Maybe you need to know like the arresting information, like time of day, what location, what police department. So there's quite a few details you can gain from these reports. But like I said, eventually it does end up in the court. And so if you look at the Missouri court system, you have anything from the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeals, to you got circuit court, and then municipal court, which would be like city courts. So it looks like majority of the things will happen at the circuit court level. And we have a link for that here. And if I click on that, we can click on the name search. And so you could do all participating courts, or you could do, and these are just circuit courts here, as you can see. The whole state is here. You could zoom in on maybe on a particular county, or you could do a statewide search. Sometimes if you don't necessarily want to look at everything that's out there, you might want to just focus on a particular county. So let's just do all participating counties, and let's just do something general here just to show you what it looks like. And then under case type, you want to select criminal, and hopefully this won't take too long. I did do a very general name here. And then again, don't forget to select under case type criminal records in case you want to look at like civil information, things like that. It's also great information, but in this situation, we're just focusing on criminal records. As you can see, it actually goes back pretty far back. I mean, 1989. Most typical background checks will do maybe 7 years, 10 years. And so if you're looking at the court system, and I mean, going all the way back to the 80s, that you're covering quite a bit of ground here. So maybe we should try something a little bit more recent here. I'm just going to select a random one. Okay, so you have your basic identifying information here, the type of case, and then you have these tabs on top, as you can see in yellow. So you could research exactly what happened. You got your docket entries. This is almost like a timeline. Then you have your charges here, as you can see. So it looks like it was trespassing. And you have quite a couple of things here that you can not all of them are going to be applicable to necessarily every single case, and then some cases will be a little bit more involved than others. But as you can see, I was able to use this database. I didn't even have to register for it. I didn't have to put in a credit card or anything like that. It was completely free, and it's statewide, so the circuit court statewide, so they cover anything from felonies to lower level crimes, which is fantastic. Evictions, family, things like that. So again, I'm just focusing on the criminal aspect of it. Again, if you hover over other records, and we go back to inmate now, if once the case is over, you got a guilty or no guilty verdict, and in the case it's a guilty verdict, sometimes they'll pay a fine, sometimes they'll have to do some time. So for more severe crimes, if you're serving over 12 months, you're going to be in the prison. If it's just a few months, less than 12 months, you're going to stay at the county level. And so if you wanted to look at the prison system, those facilities are managed by the Missouri Department of Corrections, and they have their own database that they maintain. And this database is also free. And I'm just going to try something general here as well. And as you can see, you have quite a few people here. I'm just going to select a random individual. You got a mugshot, you got identifying information, and then you have your sentence information, offenses, things like that. So again, I didn't have to pay for this. It's a completely free database. And one more thing you should look into when doing criminal record checks is also the sex offender registry. And this is also a statewide system that you can research. So you can search by map, or you can search by the offender's name. And this is a statewide system, and again, it's free. So that's about it for you have your arrests, you have your court information, you have your prison inmates, you have your sex offender registry. That's pretty good. Those are pretty good resources to use when it comes to doing criminal background checks. So, and I've shown you all the ones you can use absolutely free, and that's what the video is all about. So another thing you can consider is using a name search on top. Now, this is not a free database, but what's great about it is it pulls records. It's public records, court information, property records, criminal arrest information, financial records, things like potential financial lawsuits, bankruptcies, things like that. They also have access to private databases like cell phone records, previous addresses, things like that. So there's quite a few databases in there you might not even be thinking about. And they don't just research within the state of Missouri, they go outside the state. So it gives you more of like a nationwide look. So it pulls records from multiple states. What's great about it is it compiles all those databases into a single search system. So it's pretty much instantaneous. You'll quickly be able to tell if it's something you want to use. It's also great, for instance, in situations like if somebody has a past like in the state of Tennessee or Maryland, if you're just researching records in Missouri at the county level or the state level, you're not necessarily going to catch what happened in Tennessee or Maryland. And, people do move around nowadays, so it's definitely something to consider and keep in mind. And so check it out. It could be a great tool you can add to your arsenal when it comes to checking records. So once again, MissouriPublicRecords.org. Come on down and get started on your free criminal background check in the state of Missouri. Thank you.